Tune in, this is going to be an exciting video that I spent 2 weeks working on to go over 6 ways to diversify your commercial real estate portfolio.
Okay, let's dig right in and talk about how to build a diversified commercial real estate portfolio. First of all, the commercial real estate slice of your portfolio is one small slice of your overall portfolio of assets. Now let's dive into that specific slice of your overall portfolio so we can diversify our commercial real estate portfolio slice via 6 ways. 1. Sponsorship. 2. Geography. 3. Asset class. 4. Risk/investment profile. 5. Number of deals. And 6. Timing. The sponsor is the party in charge of creating and coordinating the deal. So it's so important to diversify among sponsors because various sponsors have specific expertise, for instance. Also, a sponsor could go belly up, or the main principals could have health issues, or there could be fraud. So you definitely want to spread your money out across multiple sponsors in case one of the sponsors goes bad. Number 2, let's diversify by geography. You can think in the context of the whole world in diversifying your commercial real estate over multiple countries like Vietnam, Australia, France, United States, or you can really dig down into, let's say, the United States. So specifically digging down into the United States, you can diversify into 10 different states, for instance. And as you think about diversifying, let's say in the United States, you want to think about several things regarding each location. Could the property get hit by a hurricane, or could it be flooded? Job growth really reflects on the property and the future of the property. Population growth is key. Taxes are always a consideration. People don't like to be in high tax areas. Industry concentration, because an industry could go kaput. Supply is so important. You want to be in a market where there's high barriers to entry. Next is debt, because if there's a lot of debt and there's bills to be paid, then property taxes might go up. And also the income of your tenants may be more heavily taxed in the future. Next is walkability. People love to walk around, go to restaurants. Another one is schools, because people pick neighborhoods by the schools. Finally, accessibility. Can people get there quickly, and is it convenient? So just a quick reminder, location really does matter. We've discussed the first 2 ways to diversify your commercial real estate portfolio: sponsorship and geography. Now let's move to the 3rd way, which is via asset class. You want to avoid concentration in any one asset class, as each asset class has its own set of risks. For example, hospitality assets could be affected by recession, travel restrictions, too much supply, or a new competitive threat like Airbnb. Examples of real estate asset class diversification include multifamily, retail, hospitality, industrial, flex R&D, storage, mixed use, medical, and office. In our goal to diversify our commercial real estate portfolio, we've discussed sponsorship, geography, and asset class. Now let's move into the 4th way, which is via risk/investment profile. The real estate industry characterizes deals into 5 levels of risk: core, core plus, value add, development, and opportunistic. Let's dive right into core. Core is a stable, more conservative cash flowing asset with a low risk profile and little to no leverage. An example of a core property would be a Class A property in the most incredible location with no debt with very steady cash flow. After core, you have core plus. A core plus deal is riskier than a core deal. Core plus is core plus debt. The cash flow is slightly more variable than core assets. Next, moving on from core plus, we have value add. Value add has cash flows in place, but the property is to be repositioned with a new plan of action or facelift. This is riskier than core plus. Moving on from core, core plus, and value add is development. Development is even more risky than value add. Development is an asset that is created or built. There's a lack of cash flows for a long period of time, and therefore there's an added risk. And also in development, a lot of things can go wrong in the process of building the property. And finally, the riskiest of the real estate deals would be considered an opportunistic deal. Opportunistic deals have a lot of hair on them and typically entail a form of distress or a major turnaround. So there we have it, the 5 levels of risk: core, core plus, value add, development, and opportunistic.
Typically, the higher the risk, the higher the expected return. The higher return compensates for the added risk of losing your investment. In our quest to understand ways to diversify our commercial real estate portfolio, we've touched on sponsorship, geography, asset class, risk/investment profile, and now let's move on to number 5, which is the number of deals. The more deals, the better for diversification, assuming they are high-quality deals. So in short, as you increase the number of deals, you decrease your risk. However, just doing any old deal doesn't decrease your risk. You need to make sure you're doing high-quality deals that have appropriate risk-return profiles. And finally, let's move into the 6th way to diversify your commercial real estate portfolio, which is via timing. If you're anything like me and trying to build your commercial real estate portfolio, you get ahead of yourself and do too many deals too quickly. So consider this: if you're trying to build a 28 deal portfolio, spread it out over 14 years and do 2 deals a year, or over 7 years and do 4 deals a year. One of the major keys to building a commercial real estate portfolio is to buy low. Commercial real estate is cyclical, just like all asset classes, so the goal is to buy at the bottom and sell when the assets are overvalued, or recapitalize your deal once there's value appreciation. Our mission here is to spread financial education globally, and 10% of our YouTube ad revenue goes to not-for-profits dedicated to children's financial education. So look in the right-hand corner and tap subscribe. Thank you for joining us on this epic quest for wealth. Congratulations! Take your hand, put it on your back, give yourself a big pat and a big congratulations, because you're able to make it through the 6 ways to diversify your commercial real estate portfolio.